Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to my live stream. Today we're going to be talking about episode 44 of Pokemon Horizons. And oh boy, there is a lot to unpack with this one. Going into the next episode, and then of course the Terrestrial debut arc. There is a lot to talk about here. Wouldn't be surprised if this stream goes on a decent amount of time. Watch, it ends up being a short stream. No, but this episode, was crazy, to say the least. We're going to get into it momentarily, so if you're someone that is new to the channel, just say, for example, you are just discovering this for the first time, you think this type of content is pretty cool, you should totally sub the channel, like the video, watch as long as you can. All that stuff really helps the channel. I cover the series on a weekly basis or whenever the episodes come out, mainly with these live discussions, which I do typically on Saturdays around 12 p.m. Eastern time zone. So yeah, you should totally check out the channel. I also do some other stuff as well. I do discussions for upcoming episodes in Horizons. I do other type of discussions regarding the series whenever we get some reveals for new stuff coming up in the episodes. And I also do some other streams as well, like video game streams. I usually do like Mario Kart. I did Splatoon yesterday, Splatoon 3, and then a variety of different other games too. So if this is something you're interested in, you should check out the channel. Another thing before we get started, again, the music you hear in the background comes from a separate stream for Video Game Study Lounge. I usually listen to it when I'm studying, reading, at work, working out, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Basically, it's lo-fi remixes of a lot of video game music. As of right now, you got Zelda playing in the background, or being remixed, so yeah. It's kind of just what to expect from this type of stream. So, before we get started, can you guys hear me okay? I'm getting a thing from YouTube saying there's no... Okay. It said no data for a second, but it says now excellent connection, so I'm good. Anyway, let's see who's all here. I see that Proper Pikachu was here earlier. Keyless Dragon Ball, hello. How's it going? Before we talk, it's officially March 24th, and Japan meaning it is now officially 1 year since Ash left the anime. Time really flies fast. That is true. It's actually kind of crazy that it's been that long. And then it won't be too much longer after that Horizons turns 1 year old, which is crazy. I can't believe this series is almost a year old. It's kind of... yeah. Time really does fly. I'm hyped to see Sprig Evolve, or yeah, Spring Evolved. Me too. What's up, Axel 05? Also, the Video Game Study Lounge has remixes of popular songs like this this song. It does not feel a year old. I know, honestly, no. Yep. So much to talk about this week. Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see how long the stream goes, but yeah. I have a feeling this one might go on pretty decently long. But we'll see. I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I will start talking about the episode. I know we do have more information. We got info on who's going to be voicing the Elite Four. Gita and Clavel have been revealed to be coming to the series as well. So yeah. And I believe that Sango is actually going to be enrolling at the academy as well, probably undercover for the Explorers. So yeah, but we'll get into that in a little bit later on in the stream. for now, let's focus on the here and now. And that is episode 44 of Horizons. I'll give it one more minute, and if not, anyone else doesn't show up, I'll go ahead and start reviewing or talking about the episode. So Spriggs is evolving next episode. Yep. The preview kind of just told us that was happening. So yep. It's happening. It's hoopening. Alrighty, it's about 6 minutes into the stream. We're going to go ahead and start talking about episode 44, Pokemon Horizons. So, when it comes to this episode, the follow-up to the previous episode, we had Liko Roy run into Sango, and she kind of spilled the beans that, oh yeah, we're going to be, we're planning on capturing Rayquaza, so you guys might want to, stay away from us. So, Freed and the others actually go and investigate. Freed, Liko Roy, and Ludlow go to investigate the island with the mysterious building. And I like how, at first, Freed wasn't going to let Liko and Roy go. He's like, it's too dangerous. But then he saw how determined they were, and he's just like, okay. All right, come with me. So they head to the building, and yeah, it's clearly a trap. And only Freed is the one that gets trapped. So I find this to be an interesting situation, because this actually means that, Freed, he's basically trapped, and he can't help Liko and Roy. They're kind of on their own to kind of, handle things outside. So, separating the two groups is actually a good decision in my opinion. But, Liko, Roy kind of were like, okay, well then this was a trap, so where are the explorers really at? And it turns out that they're at a lighthouse nearby. We're near Levincia. And actually, Iono actually sees what's going on too, which I think is funny, because when they summon Rayquaza, she's just like, what is that? So, she, yeah, she's aware, so she's probably streaming that. So everybody's probably aware that this is going down in the Paldea region. But Terapagos actually senses Rayquaza, and I think that machine that they use, they end up sensing it as well, Liko and Roy. And it's basically used to suppress Rayquaza so it doesn't attack. So the explorers kind of have Rayquaza. So Liko, Roy, and Dot basically have to formulate a plan to stop them. Dot starts working on a machine or an app that will stop the machine with her Rotom phone. She really is a genius. But anyways, I thought it was pretty interesting how Freed got out of there, because he got trapped, but he couldn't use Charizard in that space. And I like how Spinel actually anticipated everything. He was playing chess with Freed. So not only did they anticipate that Sango would leak the information to the Resident tacklers, but they anticipated that Freed would show up in there, and they trapped him, so he can't use Charizard, can't Terrasilize, so he has to use Pikachu. And it's kind of interesting, because Pikachu is actually kind of losing this battle against Umbreon, but I find it interesting that Pikachu realizes that the building's kind of fragile, so they end up using Volt Tackle to their advantage, Freed and Pikachu, bouncing off of Reflect, and then going right into the wall, breaking out. So Freed ended up one-upping Spinel here, so that was cool. And I thought it was pretty interesting. He's like, wow, I gotta look more into this guy. So thought that was interesting. But anyways, back to the kids. Onyx actually confronts them, is holding them back. Sango and Agate are actually fighting off Rayquaza. And I'll just say right now, I guess it kind of makes sense that Liko and Roy could actually battle against Rayquaza, because Rayquaza took considerable damage in this episode. Considerable damage. Considering they're hitting it with its weaknesses. Especially Blizzard. Isn't that a 4 times super effective attack on Rayquaza? That's gotta hurt. But anyways, they're getting ready to catch it. Agate actually has an Ultra Ball ready to go. Onyx stops the kids, but they somehow managed to kind of outsmart him, which I thought was kind of interesting. Roy actually gets a Watrel out for the first time in forever, and it is used to stop the Ultra Ball, but it immediately gets attacked and taken out. So at least we know he's alive, and he served his purpose. It kind of sucks that he got taken out like that, but what are you going to do? What's he supposed to do against like an Explorer with a fully evolved Pokemon and taking a point-blank hit? So, yeah. Anyways, the only way for Dot to get in there is for the Brave Asagi to get close enough to get in there. So I like how Dot shows up as Nidothing, falls all the way down, bounces, which I was like, wow, really, Dot? But she her Pokemon manages to hold off Agate's one Pokemon, and she manages to stop the machine right then and there. So, yeah. Rayquaza is now free to do whatever it wants, and obviously it goes berserk after taking all that damage and starts using Draco Meteor on everything. And Freed's out at this point. He's attacking Songo, and things are going wrong, and Rayquaza obviously is going wild, so things are the situation's getting pretty dangerous. Another thing before I go further is that I like how they were doing this without a Metheo, and they're kind of making fun of him. Because Spinel does not like a Metheo, so but I think Spinel actually wants Rayquaza for himself, so there's that. But anyways, things are going wrong, and Songo, being the berserk button that she is, literally like shoots up in the sky. By the way, I don't even know how she's gonna like survive here because she kind of jumped out midair. I don't know if she has like a parachute or something, but she just sends Glalie to just blow up on Rayquaza's face. Which it does, so more damage to Rayquaza. I'm just going to emphasize that Rayquaza has taken considerable damage here. It was pretty much primed to be caught, probably, with an Ultra Ball. But it gets blown back, and it crashes into the Brave Asagi, and the episode ends in a major cliffhanger ending with the Brave Asagi literally plummeting into the sea below. Yeah. That escalated really fast. So, that's pretty much where the episode ends. Crazy. Was not expecting the Brave Asagi to get, like, destroyed like that. It's a pretty grim situation. But, overall, a fantastic episode. I do think that, like, Agate was kind of being handled, like, a little bit too easily by Dot. And she didn't really pursue Dot after that, which I thought was a little bit weird. And also, Liko and Roy outsmarting Onix down there. So, a little weird from the Explorers. They kind of took the L here pretty hard, but hey, there's next week's episode of Metheo's going to show up and do something, I guess. Maybe fight against his fellow Explorers since they're conspiring against him. But I do like the fact that Liko and Roy kind of had to figure out things on their own without Freed's assistance. He did kind of save them from Draco Meteor at the end, but like besides that, they kind of had to kind of operate on their own. And with the Brave Asagi falling from the sky, I think Freed's major concern is making sure everybody's going to like be okay and, you know, save everyone from, you know, imminent death. So he's probably going to be distracted by that. That's going to leave Liko and Roy and Dot to probably face off against Rayquaza and calm it down. So yeah. So that's kind of going to be interesting. So I will say this right now, if Rayquaza actually gets caught in next week's episode by Roy or like whatever, it does make somewhat sense since it took a lot of damage. I'm just going to emphasize, it took a lot of damage here. I mean, it's free now, but it also took a self-destruct to the face. Come on now. It is like getting like beat up left and right. So, yeah. But overall, this episode was really good, in my opinion. Besides some minor, like, nitpicks that I have, I think this was a solid episode. And we do have our explanation as to why Liko, Roy, and Dot pretty much have to go to school. Brave Asagi is taken out. And considering that the Rising Bolt Tacklers don't have a lot of money at the moment, that probably is not helping either, so they're probably strapped for cash, and they're probably going to need some money to rebuild the ship, so they're probably all stranded in Paldea for the time being. So they're more than likely going to have to, either find jobs around the area. Freed's probably going to teach at the academy to get some money going, and yeah, they obviously their home is kind of wrecked, so they got nothing that Liko, Roy, or Dot are going to be able to do. So that's why they're going to enroll in the academy. So we got our reason why. A lot of people were wondering why they would just shift from just being on the ship to being at the academy. Well, we got our answer. But anyways, a solid episode overall. 9 out of 10 in my opinion. I will turn it over to you guys. I got to get caught up in the chat because, oh my gosh, you guys have been going crazy here in the chat. I got to catch up. So give me a second. This week's episode, one of the best episodes for Horizons yet. Agreed. 9.5, something like that. Koob, welcome to the stream. I really like how they made a two-parter. It gives me goosebumps when the brave Asagi fell. Yep, me too. Freed is not beating the Gojo allegations? That's funny, I like that. Not gonna lie, Umbreon was beating Cap's ass. Oh, yeah. True. Some things I picked up on from the subs was that Spino was using the other admins as bait so he can catch Rayquaza for himself. Also, Spino seemed like he didn't want Emethio evolve. Yeah, exactly. He is basically using everybody else for his own means. Spino is the strongest admin in the Explorers, no debate. Yeah, I'd probably say so. Yeah, I saw that too. Honestly, it builds Explorers more and shows that their plans never work out. Why their plans never work out? They're all being greedy and want praise from Gibeon. Yeah, they're just going up against each other. They need to start working together. Otherwise, they're just going to lose all the time. The preview for episode 45, it looks like the Firecroc is going to learn a new move. Oh, that would be great. If Sprig is evolving in the next episode, Boy Coco can learn yet another move. Maybe Fire Blast or something. Maybe too soon for that, actually. There's more so acting as co-workers than actually working together. Yep. That's a good point. Also, Wattrell appeared and is the reason why the Explorers couldn't catch Rayquaza. W return. It was very brief, but look, he served his purpose. He's a good burb. Songo nearly defeated Rayquaza when you think about it. Yeah, that self-destruct really did some damage. I love battles in Horizons. They're so cool. I agree. This one, Glalie was really animated really well, too, when it did its self-destruct. So that was cool. Emilio, what's up? What's up, Emilio? Everyone say hi to Emilio. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for playing Splatoon 3 with me last night. It was fun. Even though we had some bad matches, we still had some good ones towards the end. Yeah. It's gonna take ages to fix it. So yeah, that's our reason why that we are now stranded in Paldea. Not much we can do about it with a destroyed ship, so. I enjoyed the battle between Captain Umbreon. Yeah, it was actually really nice. Pikachu was having a little bit of trouble there, which I thought was kind of neat. T. Henry 12, what's up? It's been a while. What's up? If I can give more than a 10, I would. Best episode thus far by a mile. Yeah, it's a 9-10 range for me. Very solid episode. So why is Geeta considered the weakest champion? She's not really that challenging in the game. Well, I haven't fully beat the DLC. Well, I've beaten the DLC for Scarlet, but I know there's a secret boss, which I believe is Geeta. I believe she's stronger in the DLC, but in the original game and the base game, she's not really difficult. I kind of breezed through her. I had a harder time with some of the Elite Four than I had with her. So, if to answer your question, she just comes off as pretty easy within the games. I wasn't even trying. I think I had one Pokemon maybe take a considerable damage or maybe faint, if even. So. I'm excited to see Terra Ghost Ceruledge next week. Hope he doesn't one-shot. I will say this. The only thing about that is that I was hoping that Emethio would whip that out in front of Freed so that he doesn't see it coming. And I feel like that's going to be spoiled here, and Freed's going to be aware that Emethio has a Terra Orb now. So he's going to be well prepared to handle him. Wow, 11 votes, and everybody has voted 10 or not 10-9. Wow. That's crazy. I think the general consensus is this was a good one, and next week's episode looks like it's going to be even better. Gotta say, the Terapagos, the Terapagos, I guess, chapter of the series has been hit and miss, but it looks like the ending they're landing. I mean, I woke up early to watch this episode. I'm gonna wake up early for next week's episode because yeah, it's just that good. I do want Liko to start using her other Pokemon in battle because Sprig carries her team while Roy has 2 strong Mons. Well, I don't know how much Hatena is gonna do besides act as a support to maybe heal. Maybe we can get Hatena to evolve at some point. Maybe it actually starts, you know, being useful in battle or something. Maybe some time down the road. I feel like this upcoming Terrestrial debut arc is gonna have some developments for the all the characters and their Pokemon, and maybe they'll catch a Pokemon each. Oh, by the way, Little Root Town remix in the background. I just noticed. It looks like Spiridido is battling Amethio next week, which means most likely she evolves versus Amethio. If not, definitely against Rayquaza. It's kind of hard to tell. It almost looks like it's against Rayquaza because it looks like they're being lifted up to fight off against Rayquaza. And that could be when it evolves. We'll see, maybe. I wonder who the real boss of the Explorers is. What if there's a plot twist and Gibeon is just a Spinel the whole time? I'm just kidding. Whoa, someone voted 8-7. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Pokefan, what's up? You're fine. You've only been going for like 20-ish minutes, so you're good. I feel like we got quite a few people here. The gang's all here. It's nice. Do you think Groudon and Kyogre will be in this series? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Because it seems like a different Rayquaza than like your typical Rayquaza, so... depends on if we go to Hoenn or not. The only reason we would go to Hoenn is maybe to meet up with Zinnia or something like that. And maybe learn about Rayquaza. I think after Sprigatito evolves, it should shift. It should shift to Hatena, and also Liko should be free to catch another Pokemon. Agreed. We need Liko and Roy to build up their teams a little bit more. We did get to see an evolution blue light in the preview for the next week, so yeah, yep. Well, it's pretty obvious what's happening. Plus, there is a little bit of additional footage for the upcoming Terrestrial debut arc, and yeah, Sprigatito's evolved by that point, so it's gotta happen in this episode. If that's just bait, then wow, I'd be like, really? Clawliz, what's up? Welcome. What'd you think? Oh, this was a great episode. I did say I had a few nitpicks with it, but I think overall that this one was great. I very much enjoyed it, and I think we're in for a satisfying conclusion to this arc. They're like, if next week's episode lands, like these 2 episodes, I'll elevate this one and make this 10. I'll be like, this was a solid ending. Because the one thing about the Pokemon anime is sometimes they don't necessarily land when it comes to endings on certain like arcs or whatever. I do think episode 25 was a really solid end to the first 25 episodes of that the Liko Roy set off arc. But this one might even be better than that, so. Because this one was already a really good episode. But next week's episode, ooh. We're going to be finishing up the whole like battle against Rayquaza and the Explorers, and then we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do because the Brave Asagi's, you know, it's pretty messed up at the moment. It's gonna be a little bit before we get that fixed up, you know. Orla's got some work cut out for her. I want to make a meme with the shocked faces so bad, just need to think of something. Go right ahead. Share it in the Discord when if you come up with the meme. Hope Gibeon's identity will be the big plot twist. Wouldn't that be crazy if it was like someone we already were like familiar with? Wouldn't that be a twist? Same applies to Roy. Just train Wattrell since Fuecoco gonna have 6 moves already. Yeah, Burb needs some screen time in the next arc. He at least exists. He at least showed up and he actually, you know, saved the day and prevented Rayquaza from being captured by that Ultra Ball. So is it just a normal fact that there is more of one legendary in the anime? Pretty much, I'd say so. If it's the same universe, then yes, there is more than one Rayquaza. This episode is great. Someone did a great one. Oh, meme? Do share. Alrighty. I'd like to see it. You could tag me on Twitter if you want to. Either Twitter or Discord. Don't matter to me. Either way works for me. I don't want to be cliche, but I sometimes think Gibeon is Lucius. What if he's just trying to do all this to test to see if Liko and Roy are worthy? I guess my follow-up question is, worthy for what? To keep the legendary Pokemon, or? Not trying to dismiss that entirely. I do think there probably should be more to that if he is, in fact, Gibeon in actuality. Do you think this Rayquaza has telepathy? Maybe with Terapagos. I don't know about the rest of the crew. I guess we'll find out if it loses in next, or if it goes down in next week's episode. Just remember, 3 Explorer admins nearly beat Rayquaza, while Ash, Go, Gary, and Tokyo in the series, which won't be named, couldn't beat an Articuno with 12 Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, that was not a good episode. Never thought about it. Yeah, I just say the question is, they're worthy of. The question would be, what are they worthy of? Is it inheriting his Pokemon? I mean, that would be interesting, but then would it be like he builds up this team in order to like build them up? Obviously, the Explorers don't like the Rising Volt Tacklers or Liko and Roy, so that would be quite an interesting twist if it turned out that, oh, actually, you know, Gibeon is Lucius and he's been testing you this whole time. And I guess my follow-up question is, how do you end up being like a disembodied voice? Did Alon and Steven almost beat their Rayquaza? I think so. Let me know if you saw it. I see it now. Did we just lose? Oh, PokeFurlex posted this. I love it. For the rest of it, if anybody else is in my Discord, I will share that image. I'll share that meme in a little while. In fact, I'll grab it right now so I can have it ready. I'll try and post it when I get a second here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I don't think Rayquaza will be caught next week because otherwise Roy will just vanish for the series, but obviously that's not the case. Yeah, well, maybe Rayquaza finally takes off. I'm just pointing out that it has taken quite a bit of damage. So it's it was vulnerable to be caught in an Ultra Ball, so. Also, interesting that someone's using an Ultra Ball to catch a Pokemon. Seems like that people were allergic to that in the Pokemon anime, and someone actually did it, so. Kudos to Agate over here for actually using an Ultra Ball. That's better than a regular Pokeball. And even then, an Ultra Ball is even hard to catch a Rayquaza. HDVDB, hey, what's up? We're talking about Pokemon Horizons episode 44 and 45. Welcome. Alright, I'm posting the meme to my Discord. It's gonna be under the memes. I am going to put an emoji. It will be Bellsprout shocked emoji. There you go. It's out on Discord if you want to take a look at it. In the memes chat. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord, you can go ahead and do so if you want to. It's in the description. It's up to you. Anyways, back to the chat. Okay, do a more logical thing is what if it's Lucius and he's in Rakua, but talking to them through something like a space-time distortion rift. Ooh. That would be interesting. Kind of like from Legends Arceus. The rifts from those games. Kinda. That would be neat. Anyways, the first half of Season 2 will just be the training arc with the new characters and plot from Scarlet, Team Star art, etc. And the second half will have some big reveal. Probably, actually. I do feel like with Penny being confirmed, we might see some of the other Team Star members. I don't know if they're going to be going full-blown into Team Star territory. They could do something original with it. Maybe Team Star ends up teaming up and taking on the Explorers. That'd be something. Wow, we're getting a lot of votes today. But everything's like at least to the top 2, though. 75% of the votes have been, which is 12 votes, have been 10-9, and then 4 votes, or 25%, it's been 8-7, so pretty solid. The third season will just be formed around the new Discovery and Legends ZA. I guess we'll see if they do touch on ZA in the series. We didn't really get anything in the prior series besides those 4 episodes, which were very loosely based on it. And I mean loosely based. I'm wondering if Amethio was the backup plan for the Explorers, because it's weird he shows up after the Explorers lose. It does kind of seem weird, and also he seemingly was left out of the plan, so like he's suddenly here, so he's probably gonna be like, hey, why'd you guys not say anything to me, or like, it's gonna be interesting to see if he like turns on the other Explorers and be like, what? Like, it's like, alright, I'm taking you down now. Wait, why would Rayquaza have telepathy? Oh. Who knows? Some Pokemon seem to have that ability. See the ship take a hit sure was intense. That, yeah. I still am surprised they actually went that far. Spinel doesn't like Amethio. They made it clear it was Spinel's plan and he didn't want him involved. Agreed. He wanted him kept away from it because he wants Rayquaza for himself. He's someone that would betray the Explorers if he had like the opportunity. Amethio is getting serious. I'm gonna be a good guy after the plot twist vibe. I feel like there's something that might happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, it might not happen next week's episode. It might be later on. I feel like at some point he might end up turning over to the good side, but he's not necessarily gonna join the Rising Bolt Tacklers. But I feel like something like that would be reserved for like the end of the series, kinda. Like a final arc kind of thing. I wonder if Amethio is going to have a redemption arc, that or the opposite, and he goes full Kieran. Who knows? I feel like now that we have like a lot of Scarlet and Violet characters showing up, especially with this upcoming arc, the chances of Kieran and Carmen, some of the other DLC characters showing up, I feel they have a decent shot now. I wasn't really sure how they were going to handle like some of the characters, but we see that Penny is showing up. I'm pretty sure that Arvin is being held off for the time being. I do see Mabosstiff in the poster, so it makes me think that he is there. I mean, they're going to show Penny and the Elite Four and some of the gym leaders, and we know that Gita and Clavel are coming. Yeah, Arvin better make an appearance, or I'm going to be an angry Mitchell Mander. I'll go full Kieran if he doesn't show up in the series. Also, something interesting, Amethio just ignored Liko in the preview and just went straight for Rayquaza. Maybe it shows his signs of betrayal. Not sure. It's hard to say. The previews can be kind of misleading though sometimes, like the way that they're angled and shot. You'll think one thing and then the opposite happens, kind of thing, you know. I wonder how much of the episode this is going to take. I'd say it's going to be longer than episode 33 because that was kind of a beatdown on Amethio's part. I wonder how he's going to perform this time because yeah, last time he went up against Rayquaza, it was just a brutal brutal takedown of Cerulege. And well, Rayquaza's weakened A. He's also fighting off against Liko and Roy and Dot. So he's taking considerable damage, and Cerulege can Terastallize now. So I feel like Amethio has like a legitimate shot of doing something against Rayquaza this time around. So I feel like it would make a little bit more sense that he would do a little bit of more damage this time, considering it would feel like what he worked hard for would be for nothing. So maybe Rayquaza takes considerable damage from everything and flies off or something to go heal. Because it's already taken a lot of damage. I'm just going to re-emphasize that over and over again. Especially from Blizzard, taking like 4 times effective damage. Which in most cases, in most games, would probably one-shot KO it, depending on how strong the Pokemon is. Spinel is just pure evil, though. No chance. I'm so happy Wattrell came back. Me too. Amethio is dead set on Rayquaza. Yep. Wattrell came in clutch. That is true, but it is really interesting. Also, Terapagos needs to do something next week as well as the arc climax next week. It might even go into its full form again. It could even protect Rayquaza and speak to it. Either it learns to trust Liko and Roy and the others, or it flies off to heal like I think it might do. It'd be quite a crazy twist if the explorers somehow got their hands on it. I feel like if they did, we'd have to go into an arc of trying to pursue the explorers and get Rayquaza away from them. So since we're going to the school, I don't think that's the case. It's not going to be like, oh, they captured Rayquaza, time to go to school. I feel like Amethio is gunning for Rayquaza and Liko is trying to stop him from doing so. That could be the reason why Spriggy evolves. And maybe that ends up being a big determining factor there. But we'll see. Like I said, the previews can be a little bit tricky to kind of figure out what exactly is going on at times, since it's cutting up specific parts of the episode. The animation was pretty good this episode. Usually when it's big episodes like this, they're gonna put their like main budget into it. So next week's episode is going to probably be even better. Yeah, I think Liko will have a 1v1 with Amethio trying to stop him. Then that's when her Sprigatito evolves. Also, Amethio's Swirlage is still weak to Freeze Charizard. That's funny to think about. That is true. I do think Terastallizing this Pokemon might still give him a slight edge, but who knows. It's kind of hard to say. The anime kind of follows its own logic compared to the games. Because, like, for all intents and purposes, if we're going game logic, like, Rayquaza would have been taken down already. Unless this Rayquaza has, like, 1,000 HP. And it's just tanking attacks left and right. Oh, that's funny. There's another meme I found on Twitter. If the airship lands in the water, everyone's going to die. And that's where the series ends. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. I'm still surprised that they actually went ahead and did that. That's actually crazy. Also for the next arc, I believe most of the focus will be on the Elite Four based on the promo material I saw. Penny, Nimona, and Arven and are seen as secondary compared to the four, but I still think they'll have episodes focusing on them. Yeah, they kind of have to. I mean, I feel like the Elite Four is there to kind of like mentor Liko, Roy Dot, and the other students probably, and kind of help them out. But like, they're not just gonna like put like, you know, fan favorite characters, you know, Nimona, Arven, Penny, into the series and not do anything with them. They'll have their episodes. I feel like Dot and Penny are gonna get along maybe. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Dot has shown her growth in this episode because she used to be a shut-in, and here she is going out there in her Nidothing costume of all things and risking everything to save the day because Liko and Roy were out there fighting, so she has to do the same. So that was cool. Forgot to mention that. So figured I'd mention it there, here and now. Okay, guys, check memes. Okay, checking memes. It can't be. The Explorer's ultimate weapon, Windows 11. Oh my. Okay, that was funny. I like it. If you're in the Discord, go and check the memes chat and look at what PokeFan posted. I gotta react to it. Hold on. Let's see. What should I do? What's a funny reaction face? Give me 1 second, guys, and then I'll be right back to the chat. There you go. I got a reaction there. Anyways, I hope Fuecoco evolves next arc. I guess we'll see what they do with the little guy. It's gonna be interesting to see him evolve, since Fuecoco is like a fan favorite among the three starters in Scarlet and Violet. So we'll see what happens. I do expect the kids to get a lot stronger during this arc, so look forward to their development. Hopefully we get a training episode with Team Star, because since Penny with the Elite Four, probably means probably after the events of the Team Star storyline. Could be. Then again, like the games events and the anime's events don't necessarily run the same. So I guess we'll see what happens. Dot's a W. Honestly, I wasn't interested in her character, but she's really grown on me. Yeah, honestly, like that was the thing. It's like I wasn't really sure about Dot in the beginning, but like she's like probably my favorite character now. I mean, I still like Freed, but like Dot has had a ton of growth. I'm hoping that Roy grows a bit during this upcoming arc. He's gonna really need it. I'm thinking Iona will be the next in the next episode, probably just because like I feel like they kind of put her there for a specific reason, and I think the reason is she's going to probably like find everyone, you know, go over to see what's going on. She's probably been streaming the whole time, so people are probably aware of what's going on. That there's a legendary Pokemon up in the sky up in Paldea, and stuff's going down. So she might meet up with them, and it's either going to be Freed or like Iono that's going to introduce the kids to the academy, I feel. But yeah, with the Brave Asagi destroyed, they got to raise money somehow to repair it, and they're already short on funds, so not in a good situation now. So Freed's probably going to appear at the academy and probably teach there. And we did get some footage, and it looks like he is at the academy, so yeah. So much for people saying, oh, the Rising Volt Tacklers are going to just disappear, and Liko, Roy, and Dot are in school now, away from traveling around the world. How did Dot not receive any injuries from that jump? What is her outfit made out of? That's what I was saying. It was really bouncy. I'm like, could she just jump from anywhere and just survive? And just bounce in her costume? That's funny. I'll admit, I know it's cheesy, but everyone hates it, so I thought, what's scarier than updating your Windows 10? Yep. Exactly. Dot and Liko are my favorites. Gotcha. I want to see more Liko and Dot interaction. Probably going to get some in our upcoming arc. It's just interesting to see Dot out in school and like having to interact with like a bunch of people. She's really gotten a lot more social, so that's cool. Yeah, I hope Roy gets a lot of focus in the next arc. He really needs it, honestly. Like I said, he really needs something. I will say, enrolling in the academy and all this stuff going on was not in my bingo card for 2024 for this series, so I like the unpredictability here. I love the scene of Liko breathing in and out to calm herself. Actually, yeah, that was a nice scene, because like I will say, if this were like early series Liko, she'd be like, her and Roy would be panicking, but like by this point she's gone through enough to where she took a deep breath and was able to kind of, you know, calmly assess the situation. So that was cool. I agree. A little nice moment. Amethio is still my favorite, but Dot's competing really hard for that #1 spot. Yeah, at this point. What the heck is Raph posting? Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'll look at that later. Anyways, also have a theory. What if Songo, Onyx, and Agate don't have Terra Orb yet, which is why they're going to the academy while Amethio and Spinel ain't, because they have Terra Orbs. Could be their way of getting, you know, stronger, like in an undercover fashion. Maybe they don't have enough Terra Orbs at the Explorers headquarters, so that's what they have to do. Maybe taking this big of an L here probably got them in trouble, so they kind of have to make up for it. I hope Nimona takes an interest in Roy, similar to how she does with the player in the games. If she trained him, he would definitely get stronger. Honestly, that would be great. I think someone did mention the other week that like Nimona wanted to have a full-on battle with Roy at some point, so we're probably going to see that during this arc. And knowing Nimona, she's just going to want to battle every episode. So, more than likely, I could see Nimona and Roy bonding. I could, like, the way I see it, I see Nimona and Roy kind of, you know, bonding over battling. Liko maybe helping out Arvin with Mabostiff. Probably not going full into the Titan stuff, but like maybe helping it out for an episode or two. And then Dot and Penny. I think it works out really well for kind of how their, I guess their stories are like and how their characters are like. It just would seem to fit best with those pair-ups. Liko would try to understand Mabostiff, you know, understand its feelings. Roy probably wants to get stronger to face up against the Rayquaza, so probably wants to get stronger with Nimona, and then Dot and Penny, being the nerds they are, would probably get along. Maybe she knows who Nidothing is, so that'd be interesting. Dude, my S tier is growing on from 3 to 4. Seems like she did. Spinel probably gonna rat them to Gibeon, and he punishes them by making them attend the academy to improve behavior. That would be funny. Penny will pair up with Dot, and Liko with Arvin. Makes sense. Yep. Anton, hey, you said you're a big fan. What's up? Welcome in. Everybody welcome Anton to the stream. You're a big fan? Well, thank you. I try my best. Okay. We're up to 20 votes now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, hear me out. Dot has titanium plated bones because she's a Wolverine descendant, so that's why she survived the fall and went, what's a parachute? Interesting. Given that it's Naraja Academy, I'm thinking we might see Professor Sada. It seems like we're fitted in the Scarlet uniforms, so we're definitely taking after Scarlet. So I wouldn't be surprised if Sada does show up. The question is that will Sada show up now, or will it be later on in the series? That's the question. Hey, Skyloft. I also think that Gibeon is actually AI Turo. He might need Terapagos so he can leave Area 0? You think so? They could actually take a different twist with Sada and Turo just because the game's kind of, you know, what happened to them in the game, so who knows. Love Spinel has taken interest in Freed. Yeah, he's like, I need to study that guy a little bit. He needs to be looked in a little bit more, so maybe next time he really does trap Freed and there's nothing Freed can do about it, so He's gonna be doing his homework on Freed so that he can get his anime power boost. Also, Antipoke PR account confirmed Liko, Roy, and Dot will battle gym leaders in the Terrestrial debut arc, so most likely we're gonna see a few good battles. I don't know if they're gonna be joining the gym challenge. Probably not. I can't really see that happening like right now. Maybe they're just kind of just doing that to develop themselves. We technically already fought Brassius with Roy, so there's that. So I've been a little bit behind on a lot of the information, but there's been a lot of information coming out like the last day, and we'll probably get even more over the next 2 weeks or so before the arc starts on April 12th. I get the feeling the main Scarlet Violet plot already happened. It'll just depend on kind of how, I guess it's presented, because again, the games and the anime kind of don't usually collide like that, so I guess we'll see. Could be. Jokes aside, I really thought, oh dear lord, her poor back. Alright, we need a meme of her falling out, or falling on her back there. She just falls down, and she's like, oh, my back. Oh, can't do anything about it now. Rayquaza gets caught. The end. Yeah, the games might have already happened, but who knows? Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. The whole Wattrell gets more I hope Wattrell gets more battles in the new arc. Me too. Spinel is literally just the one guy who tries to be the favorite kid, but in reality is the most naughtiest of them all. It's funny. He really is. Psyism, welcome everybody. Welcome Psyism to the stream. I've never experienced an Antipoke episode this thrilling. Yeah, it's been something. Just wait until next week's episode. Is this more Zelda music, by the way? Yeah, it is. It's Twilight Princess. Anyways, Katie versus Liko, Roy versus Brassius rematch, probably. Dot versus Iona are the battles I hope to see. Roy versus Brassius rematch to see Roy's growth. Dot and Iona, because Iona wants to test Dot. And Katie and Liko, because why not? There's nothing else to go on there. It's just like, okay, we got to give Liko something, so Katie, I guess. I wonder how Grusha is going to, factor in. Maybe a field trip to the mountain is what I'm suspecting. I can go make one. Alrighty. I will, doesn't have to be right this moment, but, whenever you want to, go ahead. It'd be funny to see. Wow, more Zelda music? I think this is Midna's Lament. It is. And it's Twilight Princess again. Anyways, I want to see Liko or Freed to be the ones against Spinel. Seems to be the case. I feel like they're the ones that are most personally, connected to Spinel. Considering what Spinel did to Liko. And then obviously what Freed going up against Spinel too, but I feel like I do feel like Freed is going to be preoccupied in this episode, ensuring that everybody in the Brave Asagi is okay and survives. So that's why I feel his priority is going to be in the next episode. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I need Tinkatink to train with Poppy Tinkatong, because that'd be extremely fun, but also chaotic. Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be funny when we see Poppy in the anime, and I could see someone like Roy being like, "What? That's an Elite or she's an Elite Four member? What is this baby doing as an Elite Four member?" What's this? Who let the 4-year-old become a massive prodigy in Pokemon train and battling? I wonder if Anne will appear in this next arc. This is kind of her only chance to be relevant unless they make her an explorer. The only way she can become relevant here is if she also becomes a exchange student. That's the only way, and I've got to say, I don't really like the fact, because if she's not an explorer and she's just kind of just there, why create the character in the first place? Just to kind of give Liko a friend to talk to, because she has potential. She has a lot of potential to be an interesting and important character in the series, and as of right now, she's kind of Hey, Liko, how's everything going on your travels? This is what's going on with me. Okay, bye. You know? Hashtag and deserve better. So we're just doing Zelda music? Because now it's Battle of the Windfish. Yeah, Poppy might slash into the main character's confidence. Yeah, she just ends up beating down Roy or something like that, and she just laughs about it. And they're just like, what? How is she this strong? I've been excited to see Larry and his voice and expressions are already perfect. Yeah. Larry is like one of the best characters from the game. He's probably the best gym leader / Elite Four member, but yeah. Just because he's just like, why am I here? I guess it's part of my job, I suppose. So here you go. Pokemon battle. He's very relatable. Hold on, everyone. I gotta create a text message for my bank. I'll have to look into that. Exactly. I doubt the writers would create Anne just to throw her away. I think she would make a great rival for Liko. The writers are pretty good, so I doubt they would waste her. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, because I'm like, why even bother with the character if we're just not going to have her do anything? So I feel like she's going to be relevant at some point, because if not, then I'm going to be like, why did we even, like, why is she even here? Because you could remove her from the series and hardly anything would change. If we're being honest. You'd just be taking out the scenes of Liko talking with somebody. Anne is Gibeon? Oh my gosh. I would have several questions. If that were the case. I have several questions. Alright, are we gonna have another Zelda song? That's like the 4th one in a row. Oh, nope. Octopath Traveler. I don't know, I was expecting Zelda music to continue, but it looks like we got Octopath music now. Anyways, bro. We were already an hour into the stream? What? That much time passed? Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is... these streams are actually really fun now. I don't even realize the time passing. When I first started doing these, I wasn't really sure how these were going to go, and you can go back and look at the first couple where I had gameplay intermingled with it. Didn't really work out very well. So I switched it over to this format, and it's actually done pretty well. So, thank you so much for coming back every week. Appreciate it. Makes me want to continue doing this. I can't lie, the last few episodes have really fixed the Explorers, in my opinion. Honestly, I like the dynamic between them now. And it's going to be interesting since it looks like some of them are involved in the upcoming terrestrial debut arc in a very interesting way, so. So yeah, I am very much interested to see where we go from here with these characters. Okay, well, we're an hour in, so I'll continue reading the chat, and there is something else I was going to bring up here in a minute, so that we could probably talk about it for a little bit, but see what else we got here. Also, after this episode, maybe Freed isn't as strong as we thought. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Freed was always portrayed to be like this, like, extremely strong person, but he seems like he's competent, I guess. He has only the 2 Pokemon, so... Captain Pikachu was having a little bit of trouble, but, like, would Charizard have struggled as much if it wasn't in that confined space? Not really sure. I was kind of hoping that Freed would whip out another Pokemon at some point. I'd still say he's like stronger than everybody else on the Brave Asagi, though, at least from what we can tell. I also think Charizard might be stronger than Cap. Pikachu does have a type advantage against Charizard, but yeah. We know that he's had Charizard longer. Cap's still pretty strong, though. He's not exactly a weakling. But yeah. So, I don't know if you guys want to continue talking about the episode or move on to what I consider to be the last part of the stream. Which will probably be talking about the fact that it has been now a year since we lost Ash Ketchum in the anime, and we moved on to Liko and Roy. And we mentioned it briefly earlier, but I did want to talk about it. I might be putting out a new video tomorrow in regards to it, but yeah, it's crazy to think it's been that long already. 1 year. And then in just a few weeks after that, it'll be 1 year that Pokemon Horizons has been out. Time really does fly. I'll tell you that. It doesn't really feel like it's been a year. It really doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's only been a few months. But yep, here we are. Kind of crazy. And then the terrestrial debut arc is basically starting like right before the 1 year anniversary of the series. I can't wait to see Gita. I was right about the Elite Four showing up. I'm interested to see like how they're gonna be like in the series. It seems like most of everyone's showing up. Arvin's being hidden at the moment, so I guess we'll see when he decides to show up. We're at least getting some of the other gym leaders, so I think we got at least half of the gym leaders now revealed, and technically Larry is a gym leader, so I think we only need 3 more now to show up. I think we need I think it was Rhyme was one. I'm trying to think from the games. I know Rhyme was one. We know Crucia's coming. The one fashion gym leader is not in the game at the or in the series at the moment. So there's 2, and there's another one I'm not thinking of. Oh, the chef guy, I think. The water gym leader in Scarlet and Violet. He's also not in the series yet. So 5 out of 8. We're doing pretty good so far. And we're like 1 year in, so that's pretty cool. That makes me think we might see them all. If Ash was here, he would have destroyed the Explorers so quickly. See, and that's kind of why I not necessarily a good thing to have Ash come back, because that would kind of remove the tension, because it'd be like, okay, Ash can just handle these guys. You know, give it to characters that are not as experienced as him. and then you have a little bit more tense situation. Also, great news. Okay, dot mean post or falling mean posted. Okay, I'll check that out in just a moment. I found out that the Japanese Horizons OST will be coming in June. Really? Nice. Kofu, Rhyme, and Tulip. Yep, those are the three that are missing currently. That might even appear in this arc still. I could see a Kofu appearing, since he's one of the earlier gym leaders. Rhyme and Tulip might be saved for later on in the series. Hold up. Wait a minute. I just saw the Explorer's image. They're going to the Academy as well. Yes, they are. I saw a song go, but like I'm kind of behind on my feed at the moment, so I'll probably get caught up after this stream. But yeah, the Explorers are going to be attending the Academy, probably undercover, to spy on Liko and the others. Oh wait, I messed up 1 second. Oh, gotcha. So you unposted it? Alright. I'll give you some time. In the meantime, I can get caught up with my feed so I can actually look at those images. If we see these three gym leaders, Arvin, we've seen everyone majority from the Scarlet and Violet, and that's kind of crazy. Yeah, that would mean that we've pretty much seen most of the like main people we were looking for, at least in the base game. That would just leave it up for the DLC. Undercover? Who's calling me? Hold on, guys. I'm not answering that. Alright. Anyways. Undercover looks to me, Liko could easily recognize them. You say that, but this is also the Pokemon anime, and in the prior iteration, we had Team Rocket disguising themselves all the time in like really obvious costumes, and Ash and the others could not figure them out ever until they revealed themselves. Not saying doesn't necessarily have to be the same case here in Horizons, but I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being the case and they don't recognize them. Oh, this song got a remix? Interesting. Well, Naranja does accept all ages, so it's not too out of place. Well, she didn't recognize Sango until after she revealed herself. Good point. What Terra types do you think Glalie, Garganacl, Nassel, or I can't pronounce anything, Metacham would be if those three got terrestrial orbs? That's... I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, since it could be any of the types. Yeah, but Horizons has proved that they're not doing that. Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll see. I feel like if they knew immediately who they were, that would kind of, they would be blowing their cover. I feel like they won't reveal that until later on or something. Who knows? Ice, Rock, and Psychic. What is going on? Hold on, I'm like... Something's going on with my credit card. In the middle of the stream, no less. Anyways, are we forgetting Liko didn't recognize Sango in disguise in the first in episode 43? Also, Liko recognized Glalie immediately. Then again, yeah, she didn't recognize her right off the bat, so yeah, we'll see. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. Alright, we good, reposted. Alright, I'll check that out momentarily. I'm getting a little distracted because I'm getting some concerning messages on my phone at the moment. I hope someone's trying to hack my card. Yeah, I'm getting messages about that suddenly. And people are trying to call me to do something about that, so I'll give them a call after the stream ends. I'll have to look into it afterwards, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Also, with the other Rising Volt tacklers on the poster, it shows some what happened to the Brave Asagi in the next episode. Well, they're probably going to be repairing the ship, so yeah. True, I don't think they will actually come in contact with them until the end. It could be like being like Liko being sus of them, but not figuring it out till the end. Maybe. I feel like it will be like, it would kind of like kill everything if like they got revealed immediately and then they're just ousted from the academy. They might just go undercover and then eventually, you know, reveal themselves towards the end or whatever. Alright, I'll let you guys chat for a moment. I just gotta check my card really quickly and make sure I'm not being scammed or something. So give me a moment. It's a little important, you know. Because otherwise my card's gonna be shut off and I won't have it for the entire rest of the weekend. It's probably not a good thing if I kind of need to, you know, use it. Why can't I even access my accounts? That's a little concerning. $105 taken out of my account. What? For what? Yeah, just give me a second, guys. I gotta go through my whole thing at the moment and make sure things are not going wrong. I'm a little scared, not gonna lie. I'm wondering if it's Discord Nitro. Is what I'm wondering, if it got renewed. Oh, I can't go back far enough to see. Alright. I'll check in a little bit. What if Liko immediately sees the explorers being emitted, but because they're on campus they can't do anything about it? That could be, and they kind of just have to deal with them. Maybe, that's a good point. We could see two different storylines, one with Liko, Roy, Dot, and the others with the explorers. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think my suspicion right now is I think that's Discord Nitro being reinstated. Because I believe I got Nitro a year ago around this time, so I think that's just it renewing for the upcoming year. So I'm hoping Discord maybe like tells me that they renewed it. So hopefully that's that and nothing else. Otherwise I might have a bit of an issue here. It's possible that the explorers don't enroll until late in the arc. That's possible. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I feel like this is gonna happen like earlier though. Because it seems we're already getting this shown off, you know? So I kind of feel like it's coming up, it should be coming up sooner than later, you know? I was trying to check Discord and see if I got, like, a message. So, bear with me, y'all. Alright, I'll look into this after the stream. I can't worry about it right now. By the way, y'all, the meme I made is back to an old commercial, an infamous one. Alright, let me take a look at what you got. Quaxley, Tink-a-Tink, I broke my back, help me. Oh, I know what this is. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. All this could have been prevented. Don't be like Dot. Life alert. Okay, that was kind of funny. Or that was funny. I just gotta go through my files and see what that might be. OST went hard this episode. It did, indeed. Indeed it did. It was actually really good. It's possible that the explorers could be enrolling not just for spy work, but also to learn about Terapagos and things regarding Lucius. That is true. They could be doing that to like maybe learn a little bit more, so they can get some more info on Terapagos and kind of what's going on. Maybe Gibeon's the one that tells them to go there and like get better. I feel like they are gonna be in trouble though after this arc ends, just because they're kind of failing again. I think Sango needs to stop, blowing up her Glalie all the time. It doesn't seem to be helping. It seems to be hurting more than helping. We do have the Scarlet Violet books in the school library with pages in Stellar Terapagos. That is true. Depends on if they adapt that into the series. Ultra Ball pitcher was Rayquaza being caught. Interesting. I see. Bro, who gave this episode lower than a 5? Fizzle Wizard, are you there? Did you give this episode a lower than 5 score because Iono showed up? Come on now. I got to go. Nice talking with you all. Great stream. Thank you for showing up. It's always a pleasure. Oh, Clawless, you're leaving too? Oh, you gotta eat? Alright. You're good. Thanks again, you guys. I really appreciate you guys showing up. Just gonna say right now, if you wanna join the Discord, go ahead and do so. It's in the links in the description. We have a good time in there. Poke fans posting memes on the meme channel, so you should check that out sometime. It's funny stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, guys. It's always a pleasure. I guess we'll see you in the next one. Basically, the joke is Dot fell, hurt herself, and they caught Rayquaza. Then the life alert message. Yeah, I get it. I've seen some of those commercials before. But yeah. Oh wow, we got more people showing up. What's up, y'all? This is quite the stream. I think this is the most I've ever had for my Horizon streams. I'm already over 100 views already, which usually doesn't happen until after the stream's over with, so that's pretty crazy. So thank you guys for showing up. I will say though, we've been going for about an hour and a half, so I'll just open it up to you guys. Is there anything else you guys want to chat about for the people that are still here? I think I do have to kind of resolve something here afterwards. Seems like I got a credit card issue. I think it might be Discord. I think my theory is that it's Discord that's charging me. In fact, I'm going to message someone and see if they can tell me. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned. It kind of just came out of the blue. I'm just trying to get some information here. Like I said, I think it's Discord, but I can't say for certain. It just kind of just hit me out of nowhere in the stream, and they also the bank tried calling me too. I was like, who's calling me? Am I able to... Is there a way for me to look up my App Store purchases, I guess? I probably should do that too. Because that's what I'm probably going to need to do. That could probably tell me... Oh. I think I might have a way of figuring it out, actually. Just gotta do a little bit of Google search here, and I think I might be good. Okay. Anyways, is there anything else, guys? I'll give you guys another minute here to respond. Oh, this is a good song. Just giving you guys a few seconds here. If not, I'll probably wrap things up. Alrighty, I'm not seeing any more chats, so I think we're gonna probably wrap up this stream. we've kind of hit the quota for today, and this was a very fruitful live stream discussion. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. We got 28 votes, which I think is a record for the amount of votes I've gotten in one of these streams. That's actually crazy. 75% said 10-9. We got 21%, 8-7, and then one person voted lower than 5. I guess. That's what you want to vote. I guess you have the right to do so. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. So, you know what? You guys have really liked this episode, so let's give it a 10. So it's going to depend on how next week's episode goes, since it's, you know, the final episode of this arc. But overall, very solid episode. I personally gave it like a 9, 9.5, something like that. Might even give it a 10, depending on how next week's episode goes. But yeah, very much excited for next week. So yeah, I hope you all look forward to that. So with that said, I'm going to bring the stream to a close. I might have a video coming out tomorrow. We'll see. It's not 100% sure if I'm going to have the video out by tomorrow or not, but I will try. I will try my best. I, got a lot of things going on here, so I will try. It'll be Horizons related, but you'll see when you see the video. Anyways, that's all I got for this stream. So guys, I'll be streaming on Monday for sure this time. The last few times I said I was streaming, I didn't. But this Monday we'll be doing Mario Kart, and then yeah, we'll see about the rest of the week. Anyways, guys, for anyone that's still here in the chat, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you all later. Bye.